Remember that $1,657 for Social Security. That color increase step up. Well, it starts today. And we've also got 5 other items. I'm going to be getting caught up on. And that's going to be happening over the course of the next week. And that's going to equal more money and more things that you need to know about right now. And this is your stimulus check update. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest with the stimulus checks or change the 5 key money changes over the next week from the 1,657 and the Social Security color payment to 375 monthly income programs. And yes, there's another stimulus check program in the city. I'm going to get you caught up on, so you guys, we are gonna direct and let you know about the latest unfolding. Now here are some big money changes that are happening within the next 7 days, and that's the number 1, Social Security. Now the final January batch of the cost of living adjustment of color. Social Security checks are going out to claimant on Wednesday, January 26th. Today, this will apply to those with a birthday between the 21st and the 31st. Now, thanks to 5.9% color, the average claimant will be getting the $1,657 a month or extra $92. So the average payout is going to be that amount. And that's an increase of the $92 per month. Now check out the full payment schedule in this hyperlink on Social Security benefits in 2022. And congratulations for the pump up in Social Security benefits. Now number 2 is going to be Volunteer City Income Program application. There are different cities, counties, and states that are providing their own stimulus packages, and in many cases, there are the stimulus checks to lucky eligible residents. And here is another one that has recently hit and exists currently. Other cities and states are experimenting with UBI or Universal Basic Income programs across the country. And this is recurring monthly payment that go out to the household. Now, starting Monday, January the 31st, next week, single mothers in Birmingham, Alabama, they can start applying for $375 monthly payments, which is recurred for years rent. So a new one in Birmingham, Alabama. Congratulations to those of you that may be eligible to receive this. There will be 110 Birmingham residents who will be chosen. Any female identified in case of family caring for at least one child under the age of 18 may apply. And once application open, the city will only accept them up until February 7th. So you only have about 7-8 days to be able to apply for this. But if you are Birmingham, Alabama, you're a single mother, and you meet eligibility requirements, this could be an opportunity for you to start collecting Universal Basic Income. Next up is to form from your employer. Now, if you haven't got Israeli workers, American workers, they can expect to receive the W-2 form from their employer soon. So they should be on the way if you haven't gotten them already. Now this document is going to be containing key information about taxes and your income with your employer. Now this will help you determine your general refund, assuming that you have to overpay in your taxes last year. Now if you haven't overpaid, you are not going to get a refund, and in some cases people actually but due to the law that was passed in 2015, employers are required to file copies of the W-2 forms and W-3 forms with the Social Security Administration by January 13. First, we've got to get those filed and taken care of, and there's a little bit of time left, so it should be coming here very soon. Now, the number 4. Next up is tax returns. Now, I will cover this in detail in these previous videos. You might want to check them out as I covered for you. What's going on with the stimulus check, child tax credit, unemployment, all the things that you can expect. Because we are hearing that this year, when the feeling is going to be very different than last year, when we are feeling right now in 2022 for in 2021, is going to be significantly different than what you experienced for 2021 feeling for 2020. So check out that video if you miss it. But the speaker of the tax return, American can now start feeling that in 2022. The IRS started expecting 2021 tax returns yesterday, January 24, when it was initially written today in the 26th. Now, how much you can get back on your tax return will depend on a few factors, including your income and deductions. I always recommend that people ask me about the tax questions and accounting. We say I recommend you can take a local TPA or tax attorney or the specialist to guide you because laws vary state to state and they are all over the place and everyone's situation is different. I highly recommend you to consult the tax accountant and specialist. I do my best to help you out, but definitely take their word over my very single time. Now in 2021, Americans received an average of $2,775 in tax refunds and 11% increase from the previous year. According to IRS, taxpayers can earn up to $22,503 from the IRS this year, thanks for major policy changes in 2021. So tax returns another thing that you need to keep an eye out for, and lastly, wage hikes. Also, tens of the thousands of workers will be getting a big pay cut in the coming days. This is as a result of the President Biden's executive order that he signed on April of 2021 that lifted the minimum wage of the federal workers to $15 an hour from $1,095. So federally, there is going to be big pay cuts. Except while a majority of the federal workers already earned $15 an hour, another 70,000 will not get the pay cuts. So 70,000 people, congratulations, you are going to get pretty decent pay cuts. Most of the federal employees qualify for the first. Our defense contractors, the pay cuts will go into effect on Sunday, January the 13th. So, if you are one of lucky eligible people that can get the first, congratulations to you. And you guys, those are the 5 items that you need to keep an eye out for over the course of the next 7 days. Now, in addition to that, as I mentioned in my previous video earlier this morning, talks are continuing with the Build Back Better bill, which we hear that might be named revised, and we're gonna see what provisions make it in, if it will include that child tax credit. Also, lawmakers are calling for more stimulus for businesses. The president is calling upon lawmakers to provide more stimulus to help fight the pandemic, and we will see if they decide to have any more direct payments to people, aka for federal level stimulus check. Now I will keep you up to date either way if there is or is not, and let you know what's unfolding as we are still battling this pandemic, and we're hearing that Omicron variant is raging. And there is now a new subvariant of the Omicron variant. There's a calling the stealth Omicron.